In this video, let's go over the basics of your business registration. We're going to talk about why you should do it, when you should do it, and how to do it. The only difference is that in every country of the world, it's a slightly different process. Not only that, even if you are in the US, in every state of the US, it's a slightly different process. So it's tricky. What we're going to talk about is United States because that's where the bulk of the audience is going to come from. And if you're not in the United States, it's okay. In your country, it's probably very similar. So just bear with me. The example is going to be on US, but you probably can use most of this for wherever you are. So what does the business registration give you? It gives you liability protection and it changes your taxation issues. Let me talk about that a little bit. First of all, liability issues are legal issues. I'm not qualified to advise on that. Taxation issues are accounting issues. I'm not qualified to advise on that. So I usually just say, I cannot advise you on this. So the only thing I can do is give you the very basics. So what's liability protection? Let's say you have not registered your business. What happens is in case somebody sues you, they're going to be suing you for your personal assets because the business is your personal asset. It's part of your personal finances. The benefit of registration for your business is that they can only sue your business, not you. So you're going to be personally protected. It's going to give you that personal liability protection. That's one benefit. Another issue, of course, is your taxes are totally going to change. So when you are thinking of should I register my business, how, you need to talk to a lawyer. In addition to this video, obviously, after this video, to make a serious decision, you need to talk to a lawyer and an accountant to see how registering your business will change your finances. When you register your business, there's different types of businesses. Again, in the US, you can be LLC, C Corp, S Corp, some combination of others. And a lawyer will tell you what's ideal for your situation, and the accountant will tell you which business entities are ideal for your situation in terms of tax. So you can get that advice from them. A person like myself cannot really advise you on these issues. Now, when and why should you do this? You can actually stay in business as yourself. Let's say, for example, you made a mobile app. Do you really need to register that as a business? It's questionable because it's going to cost you some money. It's going to some time. Most likely, you'll never get sued. And not saying anything about your app, but most apps, they don't really grow big in the end. Obviously, you have all the hopes in the world for your apps, but most apps just don't. And so it never becomes an issue. It never becomes like nobody's competing with you, nobody's stealing your intellectual property, nobody's doing any of that. So really, you're never going to have these litigation issues. There's never going to be lawsuits. It's going to be a little app. You just made it. Some people used it. Great. It's done. So do you need to register a business for that sort of thing? Usually, not really. How do you know? Well, if the app starts taking off, you're getting thousands, tens of thousands of users, they're paying, then yeah, it becomes much more likely that you should get, register this, consider the taxes, all that. But again, don't take my advice for it. This is just an overview. The real advice should be from an accountant and a lawyer. So I cannot advise on this. How do you register? It's actually pretty simple. If you did decide to register your company, you can pay a lawyer. They're going to take, it literally takes not a very long time. What the lawyer is going to do is they're going to do the exact same thing as you're going to do online, and they're going to go online and they're going to register your business, but they're going to charge you a little bit of a fee for doing it. And depending on the lawyer, that little bit of a fee can be a lot of a fee. But it really can take like half an hour of your time. What you need to do is you need to find every state in the United States has something called the Secretary of State office. You Google the Secretary of State office for your state, go on their website. They usually have the area for business registration, and as long as you know all the things you need to enter, the kind of business you want, all that stuff, then you can just do it yourself. When I did it, it took it was like a 30-minute online form that I filled out, and then there were some requirements from the state that I had to do after that, and that's it. My business was filed.